Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a apartment renovation. So this is a build that is not a collaboration because my last two builds were a collaboration. My next two builds, no, not two. My next build is going to be a collaboration, but this is just an apartment renovation because I felt like doing an apartment after doing a couple of bigger builds. So So initially this apartment was supposed to be very colorful and not autumnal at all, but it ended up being autumnal after all because I just couldn't make the colorful apartment work. I don't know, I'm just not a friend with colors at the moment. Especially when it comes to not industrial, residential homes. I just can't make colors work for some reason. Anyway, so initially I wanted to go for this color scheme with like pink and yellow, inspired by the rug on the wall that I placed there, but I just ended up going for a completely different color scheme in the end because I was inspired by one of the wallpapers from the My Wedding Stories pack, which has like this rich orange ombre color, and I loved that, so that's what I ended up going for. So the apartment is in the 930 Medina Studios unit, so it's one of the quite big apartments, which I think I've never done like a big apartment in on the channel before. I usually just did like smaller apartments, but I just felt like doing a big apartment, and I really love how it turned out. So anyway, before I get interrupted and don't tell you the facts about the build. So it's the 930 Medina Studios unit. It's for 5 Sims total. There's one master bedroom and 3 bedrooms for like kids or teens. I initially wanted to do it for like a single mom, but it's up to you if you want to have like a full family here, or just like a single mom with 3 kids. So in the kids' bedrooms we have full beds, so that's big double bed, because I don't know, I liked I wanted to use the bed from the high school years back, which has like really cool swatches, which is a big one, so that's why I decided to go with that. And the whole apartment comes in at 115,123 simoleons. I think it's very expensive because it's like really big and there's a lot of things. There's apart from the 4 bedrooms, there are 3 bathrooms, I want to say. I'm not fully sure. I'll have to check the floor plan of the room of the apartment. I think there are 4 bathrooms, and there's also a laundry room. So yes, I'm just checking. Yeah, 4 bathrooms and a laundry room, and also a big craft room, which I thought was like a really cool detail. So I was thinking that maybe one of the parents or the mom is like really into crafting. Maybe they have their own like social media about crafting. Maybe they sell their crafts on Plopsy. So I made like a craft room for the entire family to just have fun and craft and just enjoy their time in, because quite frankly the apartment is really huge and I did not want to make it for like a huge family, so that's why I decided to go for a craft room instead. But I mean, I could have made it for like twice as much Sims, so I could make it for 8 Sims technically if I made the bedrooms like double bedrooms, but I just had a vision, you know. So apart from all of these rooms, there's also an office with like computer and a keyboard, and yeah, I think that's like everything. I'm just looking at the floor plan trying to visualize what I did where, but I think that's like the complete look. So now you can already see the color scheme that I decided to go for, which is like orange, green, yellow kind of color scheme, kind of similar to last week's house, but I don't know, I really like the like dark rich colors at the moment with like autumn coming up, and I don't know, I just liked the way it looked, especially with this gorgeous wallpaper from My Wedding Stories, which is like really rich orange color, and with the dark wood, I think it just looks perfect. So yeah, something that was supposed to be colorful turned out to be a rich autumnal apartment. I love it, so I'm not even mad about it. Anyway, so we're just cluttering up the kitchen. I initially only went for this like orange wallpaper, but I think I ended up adding like the dark brown paneling from Eco Lifestyle to kind of add to like the moodiness of the apartment as well. So I know I said the apartment's huge, but I did not have a space for a separate dining room, because it took me a while to figure out the floor plan and how to lay things out, and I did that off camera because I thought I initially had it filmed, but it took me like 40 minutes to figure out the floor plan. Then I still ended up changing as I went throughout the like furnishing process, so I did not include floor planning in the finished recording because it really took me a long time. So here is the only bathroom you'll see on camera because they're pretty much identical. I used the same things, the same items, just in like differently sized rooms. So one of the bathrooms is like an ensuite, the master bedroom. Then there is this bathroom, which is I think the biggest one. No, there is one that is the same size. So these are both accessible for everyone. And then there is a small bathroom between the two kids' bedrooms, and there's like a small one. So maybe that's like for the two kids there. But I mean, it depends. There are just plenty of bathroom, plenty of toilets, plenty of showers and tubs. So there is plenty of space for Sims to get the shower they need. So now we're working on the like entrance hallway area, which I absolutely adore. I again used the like green swatch of the items from high school years, which I absolutely adore, with like the white flowers on it. And I also changed the door of the apartment because I wanted to have this like dark color and bigger doors, but they're in the same position as the doors original to the apartment, so it should work for you just fine if you decide to download this apartment. So there will be doors, not these ones, but there will be doors. And I had a vision. I wanted to change it, but I wanted to make sure that I keep it in the same position as the initial door were. So that was like really important for me to kind of keep the door in place. So now we're just kind of finishing off this hallway. I used this hanger from Snow Escape, which I absolutely love. I wish we had more of these because this one is very specific and you can't really use it in every build. So that's why I would love to have like a different version of this that would be maybe more traditional than this, which is a bit more specific. Now we're working on the hallway between all the like bedrooms and rooms in the house. I kept it fairly simple. I just added a couple of decorations, like pictures on the wall, a lot of bookcases, and just like a seating area, I believe, on like opposite of these bookcases. I love this swatch of this like chair from the high school years back because it fit like really nicely with the autumnal color palette. I've been using it in a lot of my builds recently. I did an autumnal cottage that you'll see in like 2 weeks, and I used a different swatch of this one, which is like a orangey orangey color, and I love it. It's just such a cool item. And I also got to use this absolutely gorgeous swatch of these like furniture pieces from the high school years back, which are like a lighter wood tone but with dark wood like details on it, like chevron pattern, and they are amazing. I absolutely love that color. I love that like pattern on it, and it's just so gorgeous, and I am just over the moon with that. So here we are working on the master bedroom. I don't know, kept it fairly simple. There's just a bed, a dresser, and like a hanger with clothes, I believe, and maybe a mirror and some pictures because it's because I have like an office in a different place. I just decided to keep this muted. So I used the same rug from Werewolves as I used last week in my autumnal house because I don't know, it just fits really nicely with like the colors that I was going for and like the autumnal vibe of the place, because it has like really cool like dark green, blue, and this like orangey reddish color, and it looks perfect in here. I know the style is a little bit different than what the style of the home is, but I just thought it looks really cool with like other items. So here we are working in the hallway between like the bedrooms, and this is the craft room, like in the right corner here. I kept it fairly simple because I kind of didn't want to have like one big hallway that opens up into bigger space. So there is an archway in between like the hallway and this other hallway, which has also some seating. There is a dresser here, which honestly I just wanted to use this dresser from high school years because I love it, and it's like a concert table, but it's a dresser as well. It's a dresser, but I wanted to use it as a concert table. So I just used these paintings from the Decor to the Max kit and some decorations to place on top of this. And here we're going to work on the small laundry area, which I thought was like a really cool detail that they have laundry. I had the space for it, and this room I just didn't want to do another bathroom, so that's why I decided to go for a laundry unit here. It's fairly simple. I just added some decorations to make it look realistic. I added some clutter to the dryer and washer to again make it look more realistic, and I think we're going to maybe move on to one of the bedrooms after this. I forgot to do the office until the last minute, so I think the office like the last thing that I'm going to work on. Maybe it's like before the craft room. Oh, this is the office. Oh, I moved the footage. I mean, never mind, ignore whatever I just said. Sorry, I'm lost a little bit now because I absolutely thrown myself off. Anyway, just placing some items on here, like simple paintings. I wanted to keep it simple but functional, so there is not much. Maybe one of the, if you decide to play with like two parents, maybe the second parent is like really into music and this is their office. Maybe they're a writer. I don't know, you could do whatever you want if you decide to download this apartment from the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt if you want to grab it there, or you can grab the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. And now we're going to move on to the bedrooms. This has to be my favorite bedroom. I love this swatch of the bed. It's very colorful, very vibrant, but it's beautiful. I thought this, the sim living here maybe is a teen, and they are really into like nature and like they are really against climate change, and they are really passionate about all these things. So that's what I had in mind, because I was inspired by the poster from high school years, which has like, you know, half is like a beautiful nature and half is like a damaged nature. So that's what I wanted to go for. There are some pictures on top of the desk. So every room has this like walk-in closet from, I believe, Get Together, and a desk where your Sims can, you know, do their work, whatever they need. And I also try to place at least one skill building items in every bedroom. So I believe here I placed a punching bag, because maybe the sim is also really into like fitness and stuff. So I kind of used identical items in all of the bedrooms, so they're pretty much similar, just with like different swatches of the items. So here I used this like dark like turquoise color, which I thought looked really nice. I'm not sure what this sim is really into. Maybe just like they're really like academically like gifted. They like to be part of competitions. Yeah, I don't know, because I used a lot of these like framed things from high school years. I thought it would be a nice touch if like they were actually fans, or like not fans, but they were like really academically gifted and they loved studying, they loved you know, acquiring knowledge. So that's what I was thinking about when I was doing this room. I'm not sure what skill building items. Oh, I placed the like meditation stool here. And this is the last bedroom. The layout of this bedroom is a little bit different than the other rooms, because there's just the way the floor plan turned out, so it's a little bit different, so I had to kind of improvise and put some of the stuff here and there. But I think this is my favorite bedroom. I absolutely love the swatch on the bed. I haven't seen it before. I kind of didn't look through everything, and with like this yellow mustardy color, it's perfect and I love it. I placed an easel here that would kind of, so one, I think that this sim is like really artistic. Maybe they get that after their mom, and yeah, so this is, I think, my favorite of the kids' bedroom. I think I said that with the first one. Anyway, I just love the color. The colors in here, like the blue with the yellow with the wood, it looks beautiful and I love it. And yeah, so now we're moving on to the last room in the apartment, which is the craft room. So I used a lot of the items from the Nifty knitting stuff pack, which I wasn't sure which swatch to use because I just didn't really like the wood, which didn't really match the wood that I went for in the entire apartment. So that's why I decided to go for white and kind of add other decorations with the colors that I've used in the other rooms, and I think it turned out pretty nice. I used this chair from the high school years back in this like beautiful dark blue color, and just added some decorations here and there. I initially placed the desk from the same Nifty knitting pack, but I think I later on swapped it for a different one because she didn't like the look of that one. And here I'm just adding decorations. A lot of the room is just decorations, not really things that you can use actually for your Sims. But I think it turned out pretty nice. I added a lot of clutter here and there just to make it look really realistic. Sorry. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to download this, but you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, for joining me here today, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!